Hola, mi gente. This is
Ready or Not Latinas Podcast.
And these are your hosts,
Yessi,
Jessica,
and Joanna. Just a reminder, we release new topics every Wednesday and officially making it Latina Wednesdays.
so stay tuned and get ready for this chisme.
Happy Wednesday, y'all.
Happy Latina Wednesday.
Let's not forget that little Latina up in there.
I know. It makes it the best Wednesdays.
Literally. Welcome back, you guys.
Hope you guys are enjoying your day and setting goals for yourself. We always need to make sure we have those goals set up so that you know what route to be taking.
Definitely. We're up early this morning, guys. We're up with
At the
birds.
crack of dawn.
Yes, y'all. Today we were recording day was early today because schedules are everywhere today. So I had to work in the afternoon, and Jessica had to work
In a few hours.
In a few hours, like in an hour and a half. So we're like, I was like, yo, we need to be there early. Me trajeron un cafecito.
Yes, we got some Starbies.
And we managed to start late either way.
I know. It became a whole therapy session. Y'all know how it goes. And
Yes, because we only
those are
see
the
each
best.
Yeah, we only see each other once a week.
literally. And it's our
And
only
it's
time
like-
to catch up. And like, you know.
Once a week counseling.
Yes.
Hey, this is my therapy, guys.
No, for real. If you guys didn't listen to last week's episode, go ahead and listen because it was so good. I tell them that I felt like I was seeing gray,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden I got a glimpse of color and beach. I like ever since I'm just like, oh my god, you know, and I'm like, damn, am I like that? And I question it because I am rough with my kids too.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm like, damn, I need to like, you know, like don't do that to my kids, you know, don't
Sí.
fucking let them associate love with aggression or violence. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, definitely. There was some of the best storytelling on the podcast for sure. I will say, guys, because I swear we've never gone that deep into our childhood. So I think like it was pretty good.
And then today we're actually going to go a little bit deeper.
Yes, we're gonna top it all up with
Healing our inner child, guys, and what that comes with as an adult. Now that you're older, and just like kind of, I want to say recognizing that for yourself.
porque siento que nosotros las latinas ni sabemos.
I
Como
was gonna say
hispanos,
that.
Latinonos, nosotros no sabemos what the fuck is your inner child.
Yeah, like I was
Sí,
introduced to that
that's
concept
Not too
literally-
long
yeah.
ago. Yeah.
I started noticing the inner, like healing your inner child, like how much we need it in our lives with my mom. When she talks about the little cartoons she used to watch and like that she never had a doll. And then I recently saw it more that my mom, because my daughter is turning 15, so she's been pushing like a little bit, like, ay, hazle la fiesta, cómprale vestido, or like do all this stuff, try to do this. And I feel like she couldn't do it with us because obviously at that time she didn't have the means for it.
Yeah.
But now she's pushing that for my daughter. But little did she know, my daughter, she's a new generation with her own mind. You know, I'm so
Yeah,
proud of her because she's just different. But
Yeah.
you know, I noticed that like, yeah, she needs a little bit of healing, my mama.
Yeah, which I'm telling you, it's like us, we don't hear it because, you know, now life is all about going to work, taking care of the family, and go to bed and do it again the next day. So it's like, I need healing. What? Like, because I'm telling you, you don't notice the things that affect you as an adult because of your childhood
That's what I mean,
traumas.
like recognizing where
That makes us who we are, which it could go either way. Like if your life was a shitty ass life, you know, it could go south. You can be a bad person, you can do all these things, or it can go the opposite way where it can affect you positively and be like, oh, I'm not
Make you better.
I'm not gonna let that define me. I'm not gonna let that make me a bad person.
You know, and it's an excellent example. Like for instance, with my sisters, what I did notice is that even though we grew up in the same environment, we all saw different points of view of her childhood.
Really?
Which is crazy. I'm like, what the hell, that didn't happen? She's like, yeah, you don't remember? No, así como ustedes. A mí me pasó lo mismo. I'm like, damn, like we were in different worlds then.
Yeah, and it's just that we are different people mentally as well.
Yeah,
See.
but and then you also think about it age perspective wise too.
That's
When you're little, things appear different ways, and then obviously when you're grown, it's like
Girl, yes, I see that, because I feel like we didn't notice how bad our life was because that's all we knew until we were like, what the fuck?
Older.
You don't live that? Your dad's not alcoholic?
you don't have cable. I'm just kidding. Dude, that was my biggest struggle.
We never had cable either.
Bitch, unless the Spectrum, antes era fucking Bright House.
Bright
Unless
House,
Bright House came around talking about we give 3 months for free.
Yeah.
Bro, that used to be the shit because venía el mismo Hispanic guy. Every 3 months.
He knew
Every
where to
3
go.
months he would come and put it on
I'm
a
not gonna lie,
different name.
That's one way I heal my inner child. When I go to like hotels, anywhere, bro. Even I don't have cable now. Like it's all about Roku and all that shit.
Fucking
Yeah,
Netflix.
Netflix. So now I don't even have cable. But when I see cable, it literally brings me back to my childhood because like I would yearn for some cable, boy.
Yeah.
Like I would go to my aunt's house and just sit in her like. Her
To
fucking
watch
TV and watch
Nickelodeon,
Disney
Disney
Channel.
But you know what? I think that's what made us be actual kids and play outside.
Yes,
in a
I'm not
way.
gonna lie because I feel like I would like I don't understand how little kids like they can't like I'm sorry but they don't have imagination nowadays. Like it's like go play with who?
Uh-huh. What do you want me to do?
Like, girl,
I'm
you
like-
better go make some mud pies in that corner over there. Like, go make a pizza out of that mud, or I don't know, but
we
it's so
used to do
different.
that, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. No, me, I don't think my childhood that much. I think mostly is like when I got middle school, we were fucking wake up hella early and watch the BT, MTV,
Oh, yeah.
One of
which
the
ones-
part.
All the music,
all the music videos. Because ahorita ya no hay lugares así. I don't think so.
Antes, when I was still a freshman in high school, it would still happen because we had
Really?
cable for 1 year. We had cable, and we had when we had cable, I would wake up at 6 because obviously
Yeah, it
high
had to
school,
be early.
and yeah, they used to play. I mean, obviously songs in that era, like
Yeah,
in that
yeah.
time, but it would be like MTV where they would play music videos. I was like,
Because, I've watched a little bit like when I was in the hospital or things like that. I would put on MTV y todo lo que sale es ridiculousness. Back
I
to
hate that.
back to back to back.
Sí,
like,
ahorita
todo el
sí.
puto día eso.
That's so annoying.
Or like reality TV on
I love
MTV.
some
And I'm just
reality
like,
TV
what the
going
fuck? Where's the music videos? Or like music videos. Pues ahorita todo eso se ve en YouTube.
dude, I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoy watching music videos.
Me
Like I
too.
really do. I can like binge
Parece como
watch.
una mini novela.
Ajá, ¿verdad que sí? And you're like, ay, wait, a ver, who's on this music video?
That's true.
Sometimes me agarra la nostalgia y I'll be like on YouTube and I'm like, oh my god, remember that video? My kids are like, what
Oh my
the
god!
fuck?
You know what
I
song I
don't-
listened to the other day? And I was like, oh my god! It took me back to like MTV, bro. You know Disco Inferno by 50 Cent.
Mhm.
Oh my god! I don't know why that song. I was like, why? Like I don't know. That song just like I don't know.
It gets to you.
It gets to me. I was like, I don't know
What? 50
why.
Cent.
Yes. I
Well,
don't
the
know.
21 Questions gets to me.
21 Questions.
Oh,
It was a
that
good
one's
song.
so good.
Estaba bien obsessed con las pinche 21 Questions.
Yes.
Me
Tell
singing
me
it
how
out.
I just seen the movie
Baby.
Get Rich or Die Trying.
Oh my god, that's a good
That's
movie.
a good movie.
Yeah.
I just seen it. Can you believe that?
What?
Yes, like literally like 2 weeks ago. I saw it's on
my-
Tubi.
Oh,
Me going
Yes,
to Tubi
yes, I
when I get home.
swear.
big. They have a good. They have a
They
good.
have some good movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's
So-
free.
Before we get off rail again.
Oh yeah.
So
again.
what is one thing that helps you heal your inner child, Sister Beth?
Besides watching like nostalgia videos and stuff? No, yeah, I think so.
That is the one?
Yeah, because you know what else I've been watching? The Comfy Couch. Remember the Comfy Couch?
Oh, with Molly.
Yes, I remember I used to, as soon as se salía, me acostaba en el piso a hacer
Ajá, para hacer
the clock
Yes,
exercise.
I could
Oh
never
my
get it
God.
up here to one. I'm like, how the hell she put her leg up to one?
Girl, and yeah, like or I'll sit down and watch an episode of like cartoons like that, I can't. I'm like, what the fuck was I watching? This shit is boring as fuck.
You know what shows on Tubi? Sorry, I had to say this. Maggie and the Ferocious Beast.
I love
It's, it's on there, y'all. Me and Karina watched like an episode.
Did you guys remember?
Like, literally.
Sorry, también
go
a mí.
ahead.
Do you remember the Big Bear and the
Big Blue House.
You remember that?
It wasn't my show. You used to watch it.
PB&J Otter?
Yes, and he was a big
That's
bear.
another one. I tried to put
a big
Maxie
bear.
onto PB&J Otter. He was not having it.
Girl, I love PBJ. That
What
was
other
my
one?
thing.
Peppa Pig, right?
No, girl.
I'm like,
Let's talk about Peppa, like
What?
back in the
What's
day.
Peppa? No,
Peppa, it was this girl, redheaded girl. She was tall and skinny. It was in Disney Channel. Her name is Peppa, and I think the show was called Peppa too.
Girl, I don't know what.
No, you don't remember that? Bueno, pues, I love Peppa.
What about you?
Do you remember As Told by Ginger in Nickelodeon?
Yes,
No,
I
I
remember.
don't.
I don't
that
think
show.
she watched it.
No.
También era una skinny girl. She had poofy lips like this.
Really?
Yeah.
It was a cartoon?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a real life. I was like, because
No,
back
girl.
then, I couldn't watch real life stuff when I was little. Like real life, like movies.
No, she wasn't
yeah.
real life. Back
She,
in the-
no,
she was a cartoon.
Yeah.
And then some things that también bring me back, and I'm like, what the fuck? Pero como que me da como miedito era Courage. I feel like I was
hated
watching.
that.
I felt like I was watching something indebido.
Yeah. Or
That's how
también
I-
la de, ¿cómo se llama? El de the little girl and the little boy, he has a big nose, and the death guy is with them.
I see.
I-
Is it
you
that
know,
one? I never.
No,
I never
that
liked
wasn't in
one.
my era.
That
but
one,
the Green
I
Reaper,
like that show a lot, but I always felt like it was
Billy,
a bad show.
Billy,
yeah,
and the
Billy
Green
and
Reaper. Algo así.
yeah,
The
algo
kids
así.
used to watch that. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, what the fuck are y'all watching?
It's a good show. It's a funny show, but it's like, I don't know, it gives you creepy vibes because it's
Yeah.
like, what is this really about? I'm just like,
Como que tienes, ¿cómo dicen? Segundo sentido. ¿o?
yeah, so yeah, like you almost get like, what?
But yeah, definitely, I think like rewatching those me da like, or también la música.
Sí.
Like hay música que I'm like, oh, when I was little, I used to listen to that a lot, especially with Spanish music.
Yeah.
Como con Los Temerarios, Liberación. Oh my God,
Bookies.
Liberación. It just me toca mi heart, and I'm like,
Le toca la heart cuando tenía like 6'5".
6 hours.
but I just remember, and I'm like, why? Like, I don't know, but
I
it
guess
just
now
bring
because
me
now
up-
you know what it means and like,
Yeah, definitely.
I think when I think about music, it brings me back to a certain time where I was listening to it when I was small.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
it brings
Yeah.
you back to that moment in time.
Yeah.
But what about you, Yessi? What's something that you do
I was about to say that.
that
You-
heals your...
You know what? Like watching my shows, like the old shows when I was in high school, but to really like feel like that I'm connected like to my childhood, I'm not gonna lie.
What?
Is eating hot Cheetos.
Really? Oh my gosh. Hey, that's a
And-
staple. I feel like that with hot fries sometimes.
Yeah. And I can be very, very selfish with my Cheetos.
Oh my god, I
No,
think we
yes.
spoke about this last time. That's funny as fuck.
But you know what I noticed though? And now I was like, because I knew we were going to talk about this topic. I was like, tengo que analizarme. Why do I do this? Because okay, guys, I don't like sharing certain foods. I'm sorry.
We recently
Todavía
came
le
out
debo-
that.
Like,
Todavía
if
le
it's your
debo las
favorite
galletas.
food, yeah.
Yes, like right now, I was eating banana bread. Yo me lo comí
Yeah,
en
I know.
chinguiza.
I saw. I was just
Like, I was like, whoa. I didn't even notice she was eating, girl. That's how discreet she was. I didn't even notice she was eating.
she was like, I know they might ask,
And
so let me.
I'm sorry. Es que I get so into it that I don't like sharing, but I figured it out. Porque cuando we were growing up, ay chingo, when we were growing up,
You had to share.
I always had to share
Mm-hmm.
all the time, even sharing my birthday. You know, like they couldn't do me a birthday party alone. I never had a birthday party sola. One. I always had to share it with my younger sister because we're like 1 week apart, 2 years and 1 week apart. Yeah. So I've always had to share food, share toys. So when I hit that certain stage where I wasn't like, cause I left home when I was very young, and let me tell you, that's when I became unshareable.
You're like, girl, ain't nobody can touch me now.
Yeah, and then like yo me agarraba like the hot Cheetos, yo me los chingaba like in minutes because I didn't want to share. I was like, hell no, I've been sharing all my fucking life. I'm not about to share right now.
Bro, talking about that. Okay, so when I went on a date with my husband the first time, my parents always, you know, they took us out to like Burger King. Burger King was our spot. Tell me why my parents were like, y'all gonna share this, y'all gonna share that, y'all gonna. And so I was always sharing the fries or the drink or whatever. We went on a date for the first time to Burger King, and then I'm like, so you want to share fries? He was like, bitch, what the fuck? I'm gonna get my own fries,
And you gonna get your
you
own.
gonna get your own fries, and what the fuck? We don't need to share. Looking at me like, who the fuck shares their food? But in my head, you know.
You thought that was how it was.
Yeah.
So, ya bien, I mean, I wasn't too vieja, pero you know,
You
ya
were
I was
15.
I was, you know, 16-ish. Bro, I siempre se me capta because now he wants to share. Guys, you share. I'm not, now you want to share. Now you want them
Now
to
it's convenient to
share. But yeah, and we always talk about it because he was like, yeah, you were weird. I was like, but that's how my parents taught me, you know, and it's good, but it's not good at the same time because
It
obviously
didn't do me no good, girl. Share.
not you, but you know, it makes us, I feel like, right?
Yeah, but you know what? Like, that makes me, okay, if you know that I share with you, you know, just know that it hurts me.
This girl.
It hurts a little into my soul every time you take a piece.
Yeah, but no, wait, pero like, I sometimes, like, yo misma me doy cuenta, ¿verdad? Like, I'm in the middle of it, y I'm like, I need to share. Pero es que I didn't share my banana bread ahorita porque estábamos bien entradas en la de esta. So I didn't want to start.
But for me, guys, I don't even notice I'm not even sharing. Like, I don't know. I guess I'm just like not well mannered. I don't know.
No, it's because I feel like you're alone almost all the time.
So yeah.
You don't really have to share with anyone.
Yeah. Even when I was little, I never really had to share.
Yeah,
because there was no one kids around my age that were like
And
around
she was
me.
almost only child until my brother
Yeah, like
came
sometimes
along.
people have to ask me, like, "Oh, can I get one?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, of course." Like, cause I don't mind sharing. It's just I forget to share. Like even at work, like, you know, if you have something, everyone likes to share in there. Like literally, like if you buy food, everyone's like, "You want a bite? You want a bite?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll take a bite." Like. Yeah.
Really?
But when I get my food, I expect to eat it in peace. Like, I hope you're not expecting me to share. Yeah, don't bother me. And then it's not even like I do. I expect to eat my own food. So when people ask me, I'm like kind of shook. Like, girl, what? How dare you? How dare you?
Like,
but it's like, you know, they do that. So it's like, you know, you can't
It's
be like, what the
costumbre.
fuck? Yeah, it's costumbre for them. So I'm just like, yeah.
I
Well,
guess
you
we're
know who
newer
kind of
generation.
re-taught me to share was my man. He taught me how to share. He'd be like, "You're not gonna share," and then like, you know, he gives me a bite of his food, and I know I have to give.
About
bite
your
back of
food,
my
you're like,
food.
his food was good. So I know he's wondering if my food is good.
And like he would force me to share, de pinche grande. But it was because of that, because I never like had something for my own, like myself.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean I don't love y'all. I do love y'all very much. It's just hard for me.
Hey, at least you're real and you don't like to share. Like, even though I don't want to share, I share. Like, even though it hurts. But I'm like, here, you can have it. Like, it hurts.
It's like, if you guys love me and don't want me to hurt, don't ask
me. Exactly.
No. But I want you to ask me porque así, like, it gets me out of my zone because I don't know if it's autism. I don't know what it is. But I get in my zone and it's so hard to like snap myself out of it.
But I don't know. I feel like when it comes to certain things like that, I feel like we've shared so much of our lives, you know, like I feel like as moms as well, like I feel like I give everything to my kids. So like a little snack to myself,
You deserve it, girl.
Nada.
Yeah,
You know,
That's so true. Yeah.
You know, like sometimes I feel so overwhelmed and it's so fucked up because I go to work all day, right? Lately, I've been working all day, so I feel like I don't see my kids as much. But when I come home, I'm so overstimulated that I'm just like, not right now.
Yeah.
Like, you know, but I feel bad because, you know, they haven't seen me all day. So all they want to do is tell me things and be all up on me, especially the baby. Once, I'm telling you, as soon as I walk in, he holds my hand, he walks me to the room. He's like, it's chichi time, mom. What the fuck? You just got
the
here.
drill.
You know andale, you know the drill. Let's get it. Let's go. But you know, I don't want to be on my boob on me.
Yeah.
I want to be with him, but I just don't want him on me.
Yeah, you
know,
need to
like,
find
on
another bonding
Yes,
technique.
I feel like I'm ready to give it up. But I feel like a new mom. I feel like I don't know what the fuck to do.
Girl, you better think of story time, bedtime story.
Better come up with something.
I know I have to, but I think it's también eso. Like I'm scared to give that up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause
Myself.
it's a big
Because
like.
por sí ya no me mira todo el día. So
And
I
then
feel
like
like
how you
that's the
said
only
like
thing we have
he-
together.
Yeah, and like how you said he kind of like as soon as you're done, he's like, okay, bye.
Yeah,
and it's
exactly.
like, you know, you're
He
scared
just
that he's
used
gonna
you.
be like, yeah, he just uses you.
He does. But what about you, Joanna?
Well, for me, I would say a lot has to do with my feelings. I feel like a lot when I think of my inner child, I think of like how like I kept my mouth shut so long, and like I was always told I was sensitive when I was little. Like you're so sensitive, you're so sensitive.
yeah.
Like you can't.
Ya
take a
vas a
joke.
llorar.
Ya vas a llorar.
So did
And,
that
like,
toughen you up a little?
Yes, a lot of it. Like, cause now I'm just like I don't want to cry. I don't need. It's not that serious. I don't need to cry.
Yeah.
And back then I used to cry over everything. Like you couldn't scream at me or look at me wrong because I would be like, she doesn't like me. Like and
Yeah,
I
se
would
metía a su
literally-
cuarto.
Yes.
Cerraba la puerta y
And I like all day, yes. Like I wouldn't come home till my mom came home. Like I wouldn't get out of my room till my mom came home, and it would be like that. Like, and so I feel like a lot of that now. I'm like, okay, I give myself validation for the feelings that I feel. Like not validation, but more like, okay, and like your feelings are valid. I feel like I was dismissed a lot, so I feel like that's me giving myself like that. Like, okay, you deserve to. You're okay feeling like this. I feel like a lot of my feelings, I'm just like, girl, you're like overreacting. Like you need to act like that. So I feel like a lot. I tried to like give myself like you deserve to feel like this. You know, you have the right to feel like this. And yeah, that I feel like a lot of that has to do with that because I feel like I was always like, oh my god, like I need to toughen up. I'm so like anything could make me cry literally. So I was just like,
that is true, huh?
yeah, like I feel like even like I would get in trouble and I would be like, oh my god, I hate my life. Like it was that bad. I swear.
She was very
You know, I
bien
was like-
chillona.
I was like that too when I was younger.
Yeah, and like you couldn't
Yeah.
even interrupt me, Yessie, because I would get furious. Like I would get like, why would you interrupt? Like it was so crazy.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Well, I wasn't at that extent, but pero no me podían hablar, like raise their voice or not even scream because I would literally like start crying. I was very sensitive. I don't know, life just toughened me up.
Girl, I feel like I'm sensitive now.
Really?
Like I'm so sensitive. Like
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
ya deja de chillar. But I feel like I hold it in a lot. But I
So
feel
it
like
has affected you as an adult. Like
Yeah.
you still can like
I can't let.
manage it, no? Como balance it.
Yeah, and I'm sometimes like, why am I crying about this stupid shit?
And I'm the opposite. I'm like, don't cry about it. It's stupid shit.
I'd be like, why am I crying about this? Oh my god, like, you know, and I try to tell myself like, stop crying. Life is short. You know, nobody is guaranteed tomorrow. Sometimes I hate when I tell myself that too because, okay, like life is short, but bitch, who the bills aren't gonna fucking wait because life is short. Like I still gotta fucking work. Like I can't be like, ooh, let me take the day off and fucking say fuck it, you know?
That's true.
Because bills don't stop. So like I hate when people say that to me. I'm like, life is short, live life to the fullest. How the fuck you want me to live life to the fullest when I got a fucking mortgage and I got a car payment and my kids need shit?
Yeah.
And like, you know, like how do you live life to a fullest?
You know what? Like I stopped thinking that way because I know you cannot live life to the fullest unless you're like got the
Rich.
the means for it, like money. So I just stopped it because it really can get you in a funky
Yeah,
mood.
like fuck whoever says money don't pay for happiness, bitch. What the fuck? Yes,
They've never
it
been
does.
poor.
I swear to God.
And I don't
No,
know.
pero even at that, cuando that's one thing that I noticed. Even though I remember we didn't have much money, and we were in the worst situation sometimes, But I remember being happy, somewhat happy. Like
Yeah,
in
me
certain,
too.
I had
Our
little
little-
glimpse of happiness.
I swear to God,
it
guys,
wasn't all bad.
I don't think until I hit the 20 mark when I realized, like, damn, when was the last time I was happy? Like happy, like actual, like little kid happy, like
Yeah.
you know, like not just like, oh, I feel good today. Today was a good day.
Yeah.
Like no, like actually, like ecstatic about something, or I don't know.
You know, the first time that not the first time, but the first time going as an adult to Disney World, that shit made me cry.
Really?
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I remember like I didn't want to cry like to show it, but tenía un pinche nudo en la garganta.
Oh, I
güey.
hate that fucking feeling.
And
You're not. I don't feel
uh,
like you're a big shower of emotions.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
Es que sabes que
I mean,
like,
obviously, I know you, but
Yeah.
I'm saying like I just noticed
yeah.
you're not.
Like when I cry is cuando ya estoy in my very ends and I've had it.
Or you're very like, I've never seen you cry because you're sad. It's always because either
I'm
you're
angry.
Yes, you're very angry, or you're very happy,
Yes.
or it gets you in your feelings, like you
Yeah.
know, in your feelings, but not sad feelings. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I
'Cause
never cry because
when you're
I'm
very
sad.
passionate about something to get a point, then you're like, and you don't cry. You get, you know, and like you like kind of want to cry, but I feel like within you're just holding it in, because I've never seen you fully cry.
Yeah, I try to hold back.
Yes, so
lot.
that's weird.
Yeah.
You're like, that's
it is.
weird. Yeah, you know, but it's valid.
Yes. It is. Yeah, I didn't even notice that. Like, I think it's only been like a couple of times that I've actually cried because I'm sad.
Yeah.
But other than
Yeah.
that, I don't like to be seen like a así como victim. I always
Yeah.
feel like, ooh, I don't
Like
wanna
they're
be a
gonna feel
victim.
sorry for me.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
ugh,
Yeah,
me da
I'm not gonna lie,
escalofrío, güey.
I don't like pity. I
Yeah.
don't like when people feel bad for me. But for a while, yeah, I felt the same. Like I couldn't cry. Like I didn't want to cry. I didn't want people to see that side of
Yeah.
me. But then I don't know. I just feel like then I started bottling up my emotions to the point where like a really big thing would happen and I would like explode. And I was like, no, I never want to feel that again,
See,
ever.
Yeah,
there's no balance, girl. We need to balance it out.
Yeah, you really do. And that's why I feel like now I try to validate my feelings so I don't fucking blow up on somebody. Especially at work, girl. They really try you.
I
like,
bet those people they're hungry.
Yes,
so they want
and
their food.
you know,
and-
yeah. But I'm not gonna lie. You know, another thing that heals my inner child a lot, like, and this really just gets to me, like doing like cute little fun stuff, like painting, making bracelets. Like when my friends hit me up to do like paint dates, oh my god, I would literally like scream. Like I don't know, it's just something about that that's just like, oh,
talk about that. I want to do another wine and paint.
Me too.
that would be so. Oh, guys, I can't wait to the point where we can actually invite like.
Yeah.
Seriously though.
I had so much fun that day.
Me too. It was fun.
And it's just like, it doesn't have to be something big.
No, it's
for
just
it
the
to be-
vibes. The vibes is what made it like the best. Like
the
painting and
vibes.
just like
Talking
listening
about
to
life.
music.
And you know, there's people that I found out things about like other girls there, and I was like, wow, really? You feel that way? You know, like como que se soltaron.
Sí.
You know,
They
because it
felt
was a
confianza.
vibe. Ándale, it was a vibe. So
Yeah, we should
definitely
do one.
another one.
Just let us know. Write in the comments. Are you down for it? Right?
Yeah, definitely. Because I had fun, and I feel like, you know, that's how we started. So
Yeah, and it actually gives you an opportunity to get to know people better. Like I feel like we're cousins, Yessie, and I
Yeah.
feel like that was our first time actually hanging out, like as
Yeah.
adults, like as where I was grownish,
Yeah.
and you know, and I hadn't seen her for forever, so
Yeah.
it was like a reconnection type also.
Yeah.
Even with our other cousins that were there, like I, you know, like even when we were painting, like we were just talking. It was fun. It was a
and you know, we were seeing each of, because we all have different point
Yes,
of views.
it was so fun to see what everyone drew, like what everyone was thinking about. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
It was.
I still have mine thing.
I still I
Oh,
hid
yeah,
some
me
in my
too.
room. I
Yeah.
have mine.
Me
It's
too.
so fun.
But
And
yeah,
then I
guys.
used to think I was such an artist back then. So
Girl.
Yeah.
Same.
I was inspired, girl.
But yeah, I get what you.
You know, one thing that I did have trouble with, it was like, and I think I always have trouble, like, de tanto que tengo in my in my mind that I want to do because I didn't do it when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I have the opportunity, ni sé. Al último, I don't even end up doing anything because there's so many, and I get so overwhelmed that I don't do anything. So when the wine painting happened, I was like, oh, yes. Like somebody else has to bring it up, and then I'm like, okay, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's up to me, de tanto, if you tell me choose, I'll be like, oh,
I don't know which one.
Because I want to do so many.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we all have something to heal from our inner child. Como dicen? Like our inner child, you know.
Yeah.
You know, even if it's find a little doll.
Yes, and it comes at a cost. Yeah, like you said, and you know, you're trying to search for the better of yourself, trying to heal that part of yourself that you know could be still causing trauma or
even though it's hard, I feel like I'm like
it really is
so
hard
much
because you have to reconnect
so
to that
much.
part of yourself.
Yeah, like so I had this thing, but obviously I get busy at work and I'm like and the rest of the time I just want to sleep. I wanted you guys to write a letter to yourself, to your little self, because I saw an interview with Becky G, and she says that she sits down and meditates and she talks to her little self, to her little kid self. So she tells her things about her life now, you know,
what's happening now,
and how proud she is. And in that moment, it was about her, her engagement, how she found a person that loves her, blah blah blah. And then it bit her in the ass.
Yeah, damn,
because it was a dick. But yeah, I wanted you guys to write a letter to your little self.
That's our homework.
That's homework. But what would you tell your little self?
I would
just something quickly that obviously, you know, when you write your letter
that you want
to be detailed and tell your little self things. But what would you tell your little self today? Like one thing that you had a chance to sit with your little self. What would you tell her?
Be more vocal and be yourself. I feel like I've always just like went along with everything. I feel like I hate that about myself. Like I hated that I went so long being that person that I was like, okay, whatever they say, yeah, it's okay, I'll do that. Yeah. Like just saying yes. I feel like I wish I could go back and just be like, be yourself. Do what makes you happy. Like don't be a follower. That's what I want to say. Like I feel like a lot of that has to do with like you rather not see yourself fail, so you rather fail with other people. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah. So I feel like I would say that.
Do you see?
You know, my hands are getting so hot and sweaty. Because
that and I turn off the AC.
Yeah, no, but it's because like it hit me just now.
Yeah.
I think I would tell my little self not to be afraid.
Yeah.
Not to be afraid and never down myself. Like I feel like I had so much potential. And I think I still have a lot of potential.
Yeah.
But because I was afraid, yo misma, I discouraged myself from doing things.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, it would be that. How about you?
Yes.
I don't want to cry, but I would tell my little self to put myself first always.
Yes.
Yeah. Like not to care what other people think, not to please everybody because I have that issue.
Yeah,
I'm a people pleaser people.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I think that I will tell myself just like put yourself first and stop thinking about other people's feelings and think about yours, because I feel like a lot of my life I lived it not to hurt other people's feelings.
Yeah,
and it broke
since
you.
I can remember.
It broke you in the end.
So yeah, definitely tell her that, bitch, get it together.
But I will say, guys, if you like, I feel like we should probably like open it, you know, not right away, but I feel like we should take some time and then maybe open it in a couple months, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you something. I was a junior in high school, and this is years ago, obviously. And my teacher told us like, oh, okay, write a letter to yourself 5 years from now. And
I like that.
I'm gonna send it to you. Like whenever you get older. And I never believed teachers that did that. Like I had one actually from Avid, and that got to me when I was in high school. So I was like, oh shit, like it was little kid stuff like, oh my god, you go to college, you know. And I was like, oh, you know.
The letter got to you?
Yeah, the one from Avid. But then
actually-
this one came to me because I had already got one previously.
In the mail?
Yes, girl. It got to me. I wish I would have brought it to read it to you guys, but oh my God. I'm so
Both
glad both teachers did it for me. Yeah. And this one really like, oh my God, y'all. This one really got to me because I talked about like I feel page front and back. Like of
From
just
high school,
from
the high school one?
High school one, yeah. And I, it talks of like, she basically to write what you want to see yourself doing. Like, and I wrote about everybody, like my family. I wrote what was going on, like so much stuff, like about
You basically wrote to your future
my
self.
future self. And
That is so
I cried,
weird.
you guys,
And
because
what did it make you reflect?
it made me reflect on the things that I wanted for myself, that I yearned for when I was younger. Like where I would
Did you
be
reach
like,
those goals that
no.
you set?
No, it's like I told you, it was like, I said to go to Valencia Community College. Like I said, like, oh, you love kids right now. I hope you do something with that. And in that time, when high school, I was like a really big like on activist stuff. Like
Yeah.
I was like, that's when I really learned about like La Huerta and like Jose Chavez, all them people, like inspirational people that I was
Yeah.
actually inspired by, and I would write about in school. And I was a big literature person, so I like literally in that thing I wrote like, oh my God, like I hope you're still doing something with activism, like things that I used to be passionate about and I used to actually want to learn about. I was just like astounded at the fact that like I used to think this
Like that.
way. Yeah, like I used to dream big.
That's what
I had big aspirations for myself. So it just made me reflect on that, and like
You're right. We should
yeah.
do that.
It was beautiful, guys.
I
I
bet.
definitely 10 out of 10 recommend.
Yeah, and I think that would push you to actually do what you wrote. You get me? Porque
Yeah,
a veces we
definitely.
tend to like write it down and we just brush it off our shoulder.
No.
Yeah, como que se nos olvida. Or sometimes it's just life, you know?
You know what I would die for? You remember that notebook that we used to write on?
Yes.
I would die to have
To
that
read it?
notebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
es
don't know.
pendejas,
Yo no
ay,
sé
Dios mío.
quién se quedó con ese notebook, but we had a group of friends, me, Yessie, and another 2 girls. It was just 2 other girls, right?
2 or 3.
No me
Sabrá
acuerdo.
Dios, but it was like a
The
good.
point is that we would have a notebook. And this notebook, we used to scribble in it, put pictures in it, but we would write letters to each other.
Yeah.
And like, let's say this week le tocaba a Yesenia, she would write her little letter. I don't know what the fuck we would write. I don't know if it's like answering each other's letters. The point is that everybody would write it in one page every time que le tocaba. We would just pass it to each other, and we
And then
would
you
read
just read.
each
my
other's letters,
God.
answer them, and like just share whatever you wanted to
yeah.
share.
Yeah.
Bro, I swear
That
to
was
God.
smart right there.
Yes,
That
was
was
smart.
smart.
And I feel like-
because if you guys had that now, imagine all the things you guys would know, like or remember.
And heal at the same time.
Yeah.
that's what I was gonna say. And I feel like that made, because I always say that my middle school year was the best year. I had friends. I was happy.
Yeah.
You know, like even though I had shit going on at home, when I went to school, and I think that's why I associate myself with school a lot.
Me too. Yeah.
And I want to go to school. And
That's crazy.
school,
That
being
is
at
true.
school makes
You
me
like that
happy.
school.
I was just
it was
thinking
my
about that.
happy
Like,
place.
I want to go to school.
Yeah. But yeah, and I would die to have that. I would die to like grab it and read it and see myself back then. The little stupid thoughts that I had. That now I'm like, damn, que pendeja.
No, there's not pendeja, because at that time it was important for us.
You're right. But yeah, definitely that was something we would do all the time.
Well, we can do that here for our podcast.
We could, huh?
We should.
And like you said, literally go back and read like what everyone's saying.
Yeah, like I don't know, it was the best thing ever. So I would die for that note. So whoever has that notebook, pásala.
Send pictures of it, something.
I kind of want to read it.
Oh, cringe.
I'm gonna say, imagine what you sounded like in middle school.
I was thinking we were all that. Oh my God.
I wonder if we have some gossip in there. Oh
I
my
remember
God.
there was
Yeah, probably
gossip.
got some chismes.
Some good ass chisme that
Well,
we totally forgot about.
Friends, if you guys have it, pass it over.
For real. No lie. This is serious.
Or use it for content.
No, literally.
Yeah, but
So with that, I just want to tell you guys to heal your inner child. We don't think it's important, especially as Hispanics, Latinas. Estamos acostumbradas a nomás, hacer lo que tenemos que hacer. But I said, do the little things, the little things that make you happy, the little things that heal that inner child. Like, it can be simple things. It can be watching a show. It can be
Buy yourself a Hello Kitty, because I'm in
oh
love
my
with it, girl.
God, yes, girl.
I love
we're,
Hello Kitty.
yeah, we're so into that. But I feel like ya estoy muy vieja.
Ay, güey, I don't care. I see Hello
just have
Kitty,
it
yo
for
me
yourself,
desvivo.
yeah.
No, digo yo, like, sometimes I'm like, oh my God, I want that back. But I'm like, no, I wouldn't use it. Ya estoy muy vieja.
You're
You
like,
wouldn't?
Wouldn't
Ay,
use
yo
it
no sé,
back?
yo soy bien pinche. I feel like at the same time, like, yo soy bien girly, bien niña at the same time, because, girl, you will see me with 2 ponytails. You know, sometimes I look, yo parezco la niña compared to my teenage daughter, but I look more girly. Luego, I be buying my Hello Kitty shirts, girl.
Girl,
As you should, as you
see?
should.
And that's the thing, like, I would not buy me a pink shirt.
You're like, what? I would
Like,
not wear
what the
that.
fuck?
You thinking you're all that in a bag of chips. Look at you.
No, but I think it's just because of that. That's another shit that I need to work on.
Damn.
Because I was never dressed like that. That's so
No.
weird.
You never even
I
picked it
know.
up for yourself, girl.
Nope. So, yeah, so that's my little thing for you guys this week, is to heal yourself.
Do one little thing this week just to
Say
make
less,
yourself feel
girl.
better.
This weekend is my weekend. It's my birthday weekend.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
best believe.
It's already
Wow.
dang, girl.
Wait, ¿qué vas a hacer? ¿Qué vas a hacer? Any
Wait, like I
plans?
said, yo siempre, okay, let me tell you. I've always, because I never had an actual birthday party on my own. I always had to share it, right?
Yeah, so you're going to do a birthday party?
No way.
Oh.
Pero siempre quiero un birthday party. I want to throw myself a birthday party. Talk about that 3 years ago. No, yo creo que más, como 4 years ago, right? I was it was late night. I was talking with my man. We were having, those deep talks. We were outside. We had those deep talks. And then I was like, I never had a birthday party. And I was like, who am I waiting for? I'm going to make
I'm
myself.
gonna make myself my own birthday
Talk
party.
about que me ordené mis globos, mis manteles. And then at last minute no me hice nada.
No
me acuerdo.
I still have them too.
I remember.
You remember?
She was like, yeah, I went crazy in Shein, right? It was that
Oh
year.
my goodness.
Yeah.
And why didn't you do it?
Because al último
It's
como
already
que-
tomorrow, isn't it?
It's tomorrow. Mine
It's
is
tomorrow.
And then this year.
tomorrow.
And then in the beginning of this year, I was like, no, este año me voy a hacer mi pinche birthday party de
nada.
Frida Kahlo. I'm gonna throw my ass, like throw it out the window. Girl, talk about it's gonna be tomorrow. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
What?
Bro, I feel like it came so quickly. I'm still
Yes,
thinking it's
girl.
like we have two
coulda
more weeks for
sworn- I
it.
could have
Yeah.
sworn we like that podcast was like little recently, like when you were like, oh yeah, it's my birthday, July something, and I'm
Yeah.
like, what?
I'm
Like
telling you, I feel like I
it's
have 2
already
more
July.
weeks. Oh my God, how does it feel
We'll
to be
have
vieja?
a getaway if anything.
Cállatelos.
Ella no está vieja.
Yo tengo 15.
Yo tengo 15.
But yeah.
De 20 nunca pasé.
Sí, ya, de ahí ya no pasó, güey. Ya, from now on, no, actually, from 5 years ago, ya nunca pasé de,
Pasé.
ya, me quedé ahí.
I stopped aging.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, do your little getaway. Maybe this weekend. Just
I don't know. You know,
leave the
like,
children at home. I'm like, leave the
leave
children
the
at
children
home.
at home. Yeah, no, es que, like, yo soy bien, como bien, like, I like parties and all of that, but at the same time, I like to have my inner peace and enjoy it, like, really enjoy it, porque a veces
Doing
cuando
what
tienes,
you want to do.
yeah, porque a veces cuando tienes un party or
You have
una
to
carne
attend to
asada,
everybody.
you have to make sure that
Menos
something's done,
Everything,
this and
The
that.
food. What time is it getting
Well,
here?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
let's do the wine and paint.
Okay.
Obviously not. We'll do it close to your, but we'll celebrate you. Yeah.
like it, yeah.
You know, and I feel like it won't be that day, obviously, because girl, that day I work that day tomorrow.
That
I
day
work
tomorrow?
from 6 in the morning to 8 at night. It's a
child.
16, 15 hour shift, bruh. So,
Me dio comezón, güey.
but soon pido un sábado y we'll do that.
Yeah, y me dejan saber, so yo también lo pido. And that way we can organize it.
Yeah, so we can
Perfect.
organize a
How
cute
fun. I'm
wine
like,
and
how
dine.
fun.
And just something small, nothing
Chill.
too, something chill,
relax.
Definitely.
kind of like last time. Pero, you know, we'll put more in, like, más planeando.
No, and it would definitely be
más
your vibes. You know, your type of
We'll
vibes.
do the Frida Kahlo.
Oh, yes.
We'll do the Frida Kahlo
And my
theme.
charcuterie boards are gonna be Frida Kahlo themed. So
Oh,
I
girl,
got you.
girl.
Yeah.
So,
So-
dude, my charcuterie boards were bomb.
They
They were
were.
good.
They were beautiful.
They were.
All right,
But,
sorry.
so yeah, so that's,
Yeah, guys, don't
those
forget
are just our plans.
Yeah. So we'll keep you updated as
Yeah.
well. And make sure to be sharing our podcast with your friends, your family,
Go ahead
your
and rate
coworkers.
it. Yep, go ahead and rate it 5 stars already for us, please.
Because, you know, we bring the chisme. We bring the seriousness.
Uh-huh.
We bring a little bit of everything.
the hilariousness.
Oh my God, we are funny. I feel like we're funny. I be laughing at us all the fucking time.
We
And I'm
are
like,
funny as fuck.
Grabamos, and I'll hear it on Wednesday. I'm like, oh my God, I'm over here at work laughing my ass off. People looking at me like, what the fuck?
Oh
I'm
my
like,
god, I did this new thing now where I have AirPods at work. And
Oh, yeah.
but
I
I'm
do
not
that.
gonna
So they're
lie.
really thinking you crazy.
Yes, girl. But sometimes I have to be having to like pause it because I'm like, I'm so sorry. You said how many tacos?
bro, I do that at work.
Yeah.
De por sí estoy sorda y con el AirPod, I'm
No,
like, huh?
hombre, no.
Literally have to take it out.
Yeah, me too.
Bro, I do this where sometimes people are talking to me and I'm like, yeah. But I don't know what the fuck they're saying.
That's so bad.
That's so
sister.
dangerous.
I
You could
know.
be agreeing to get kidnapped. And you're like,
it's
yeah.
work. And then they're like, what? Yeah? I'm
Yeah.
like,
They could be like,
"Oh,
did you
wait, what?"
poison this
Like,
patient? Yeah. Hell yeah.
I'm down.
So yeah, sometimes I feel like they catch on because they're like, what? Like my
Like this
answer doesn't
beach.
go for the question,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, I'm just couldn't hear you. And then they repeat it. They're like, bitch, then why you answering?
And then she don't even know how to read lips either.
For real.
Acabarla.
But yeah, so follow us on all social medias.
Already are not Latinas. And we love you. Bye.